Bruh, why you sitting here by yourself? Bruh, are you okay? Come on, bruh. Uh, what the fuck? Are you okay? Achoo!
This is what we're going to talk about today, people. Mutes, a type B mute. And I'm not talking about a mute where you're deaf and you just can't help it and you just can't talk. We're talking about people who choose not to talk. A type B mute. Someone who's just considered quiet. Don't want to speak, they'll look at you. But the rude thing is, you can speak to them and they may not speak to you. The kind of mutes I run into every day, and it's only a few of them in our department, it's more like they just choose not to speak, or something socially wrong with them, or maybe they just don't want to work around the kind of crowd I'm around, or maybe they just feel uncomfortable around you and they just choose not to speak. But those are called type B mutes. Not the clinical mutes we're normally used to, but type B, meaning they just don't choose to speak. And it is rude, but they have that choice. There's been incidents where I've walked up to people and said, "Hey, how you doing?" And they just looked at me, didn't say one word. You're a mute, a type B mute. Now, maybe that's not a bad thing, but it's a pretty rude thing. But you have them out there. Some people say I'm a mute, egg dog, but I don't think so because I speak. But you do have those people who just love to be quiet, who walk by you, maybe they give you a head nod. They are man of few words. So mutes are people that they're in every department, they're in every place you drive. You run into them every day. Sometimes they just look like a person that's just there. But you never know that they just choose not to speak. They don't say too many words in their life. Usually mutes are by themselves. Usually you won't find too many mutes that have a social life. Usually they're to themselves, they're in their books, they're in their projects they're working on. So mutes have been around for a long time. Type B mutes. Type B mutes, they say very few words. Like women say 16,000, men say 15,000 words a day. But mutes, they may say maybe 90 words a day. But as you can see, mutes can sometimes explode. They're so quiet, but when they get upset, they can do something like this. They can be quiet, but they can just go off. You ever heard of that saying, "Watch out for the quiet ones"? Well, mutes can be this kind of person. Anal, quiet, dangerous. They just go off. But when they go off, it can be explosive. But a lot of mutes, they just keep to themselves. They just don't say much. And that's what I want to bring to light today, people, is that there are type B mutes out there. A lot of people consider Kawhi Leonard a mute. Don't say much, like a cyborg, very quiet. But we know him to sometimes speak, but usually not at all.